Hi, my name is Chris Stoddard. I am a Dare Extension Master Gardener volunteer. Growing fruits on the Outer Banks is very challenging. The salt-laden winds, heat, humidity, pests, and diseases make it very difficult. The fig tree is one of the easiest growing fruit trees that you will find on the Outer Banks. Hatteras and Ocracoke Islands are teeming with fig trees, but they also grow well in Corolla, Kitty Hawk, and Roanoke Island, and all points in between. They are beautiful, deciduous trees that can grow up 15 to 30 feet tall with luscious fruit and large, interesting leaves. They require at least 8 hours of direct sunlight daily. They are not overly fussy about soil, but we always recommend doing a soil test, which is available through the Dare Extension office in Manteo, to add any needed nutrients as well as compost. Figs are moderately salt tolerant and can grow well along the coast with some protection. They are moderately drought tolerant once established. They require a well-drained site and do not tolerate wet feet, so avoid areas where water stands for more than 24 hours after a rain. Figs are not cold tolerant and are recommended to be grown in zones 8 through 10. We are in zone 8. If the temperature drops into the low teens for a prolonged period of time, the fig tree should be protected with extra mulch. The non-showy greenish flowers in spring produce fruits that will ripen in mid to late summer or fall. It takes about 3 to 4 years for the fig tree to reach maturity and begin producing fruit. Fig trees require minimum pruning to keep them in shape. The fruit grows on new wood, and the cuttings readily root in potting soil. In the landscape, figs can be grown as a single focal point, providing an oasis of shade, or they can be grown as a row of shrubs, providing a screening hedge. They are great for those with limited garden area and even be grown in a container. Unlike other fruit trees, the fruit of the fig tree is formed without fertilization from another plant. So you can grow only one tree and still get fruit. The two types of fig trees that do especially well here are Celeste and Brown Turkey. The Celeste fig, sometimes referred to as sugar fig, bears smaller fruit than the brown turkey, but both types have that unmistakable lush figgy taste. Celeste fig is the most cold-hardy between the two, but both are very productive and when mature will yield a bounty of fruit. Brown turkey may develop fruits twice a year, once in the spring around May and then again in late June. Insects, diseases, the insects, aphids, occasional problems, also mealybugs and spider mites. The root knot nematode is an important pest, and of course it's not readily noticed by the average person. They are microscopic, soil-inhabiting worms which attack the plant's root systems. They attack and feed on the roots, causing the roots to swell, thus interfering with normal uptake of water and nutrients. These swellings are easily seen if root samples are observed. Nematode problems may go unnoticed for several years, but as the population builds up, the tree loses vigor and declines gradually. The infestations can contribute to premature fruit drop. To prevent root knot nematodes in figs, Obtain, of course, nematode-free plants and try and plant in nematode-free soil. You also have blight, leaf spot, and rust. They're occasional diseases. One thing that can happen is if the fruit drops on hardscape, it does get very messy. The leaves and white milky sap from the branches can irritate skin, so be sure to wear gloves when you're pruning this tree. Figs are a great fruit to grow on the Outer Banks and offer rewards to the homeowner as well as our local wildlife. These are a few of the resources used in this presentation. If you have any questions about this plant or any gardening questions, please call Ask a Master Gardener at 252-473-4290 or email us at greenlineobx@gmail.com. Thank you for listening.